Okay, here's the explanation for how to play the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger is in the key of G, so you're gonna have to practice your G major scale pretty good. It goes pretty fast, as you can see, and it's a lot of fun to play. But the thing is, it does have some pretty fast rhythms. A lot of them are just pairs of 16th notes together with a single 8th note. And we see this pattern all the time, but probably not at this speed. So let me try that with a metronome slowly so that you can see how it sounds slower. I'm going to set it to 60 since that's the speed that I'm going to use when I play the demonstration with a close-up to the fingerings in super slow motion. So that's 60 beats per minute, half the speed of what I played. And here's the intro. It's just the open D string, but what you're going to have to do is, and I suggested this in a different video, I think it's the Imperial March, where you're going to have to use just your fingers and the wrist so that you can speed up the bow stroke. Otherwise, if you use your entire arm for that, it might drag you down and you might not be able to play as fast. So here's a view of it in slow motion. See that? I'll do it again. Now I'm gonna do it wrong. See, it starts to sound a little sloppy because if I try to do this at full speed, let's compare them. I'm gonna speed it up to 120, which is the original speed at the beginning of the tutorial. I'm gonna do it with my entire forearm so you can compare the quality of the sound that you're gonna get. See, not very good. So I'm gonna try it now just with fingers and wrist. So it's actually a very common thing to do. If you develop this skill, you're going to be able to play pretty fast. So I recommend that for this song specifically. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the second half of the song, and this is right after the second repeat. So I'm highlighting where that repeat is. So you're going to get done playing this repeat, and once you start beyond the next repeat sign, it gets pretty easy for the left hand because all you have to do is just keep holding your first finger against the B note on the A string on the yellow sticker. And it's really the bow what's going to be doing the hard work. So you're going to be doing B, E. So there's a lot of string swapping. So for that, I would recommend that still you use a lot of fingers and wrist at the same time. Try not to use your entire forearm or elbow. Use a minimum amount of them, but guide the bow with your fingers mostly. Right? So here's the other part that I think you might need to work a little more on, and it's right on measure 1, 2, 3, 33. I'm going to highlight that C sharp. There's a C sharp that might surprise you a little bit because in the key of G major, C is natural. But just for this measure, you're going to have to sharp the C. So, and that's this part right here. So it's right about the end of this little passage. Right there. That note is your second finger, red sticker, A string. So just be careful to make sure that you're playing a C sharp as opposed to this, which is a normal part of the G major scale, you know, just a C natural. Okay, so as far as notes, this song doesn't really have anything weird or new or terribly difficult on as far as what the finger shape is going to be, but it is fast, and that's why this is fun. Just practice the G major scale a lot, and that should help you very much. So now I'm going to do a run through very slow so that you can see the motion of my fingers, and that way you can see how I go about doing the different finger positions.